Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and today I'm sharing my top 15 favorite Pokemon. So, in honor of Detective Pikachu's release, I decided I would go ahead and share my personal favorite Pokemon. And yes, this is a top 15 instead of top 10 because I just have so many. I love Pokemon, and there are so many Pokemon at this point. I couldn't narrow it down to 10. I just had to keep sharing. And spoiler alert, I have a ton of honorable mentions that just couldn't make their way into the list, but I love so much. My personal criteria for favorite Pokemon comes from, first of all, the aesthetic. Do they look cool? Are they cute? What are they offering? Are they not just like a pile of trash? Yes, that's shade. Secondly, of course, any sort of personal connection I have. Have they been my starter? Have they been like a rock star on one of my teams? What's the case there? How do I connect to them in a more personal level, whether it be trading card games, video games, the Nintendo handheld games? What's the connection? And obviously that'll influence my personal ranking. And finally, from the shows, the movies, pop culture, how have I seen them? How have I interacted with them in those instances? And how does that, of course, affect my ranking? Now, with saying all of that, this is just my own personal top 15 list. And I need to tell you, cuteness is a major factor. Because what? I like cute things. Of course, your ranking and your top 15 is probably vastly different from what I'm about to share, and I look forward to hearing who your favorite Pokemon are in the comment section down below. So leave that down there and any other comments, respectfully please, and let's have fun talking about a franchise that we all love so much. So without further ado, I'm going to kick things off with honorable mentions. Stampy is so cute, so adorable. I love elephants. He's a tiny little baby elephant, and I love him. Butterfree will always hold a special place in my heart. Bye Bye Butterfree was like the episode that ripped my heart from my chest when I was just a small child watching season 1. He's so cute, so adorable, and oh, that episode still gets me. Charmander probably would have made the list, but I tried to limit myself to one Pokemon per evolution line. But Charmander, adorable. The first fire starter to have that origin story of being deserted, and it still is maybe the best one. Raichu, another one who missed out on this list because only one per evolutionary line, but I just love Raichu. I love all things electric, let's just be real. But I think Raichu is like equal parts badass and adorable. Right. That's a terrible impression, I'm sorry. Blastoise also falls victim of being a part of an evolutionary line in which I like one of the others just a bit more. But I think he's a pretty badass final evolution. Gengar is like this haunting yet slick and cool and kind of funny ghost Pokemon that I have always loved. Xerneas is like this really elegant, beautiful, but powerful Pokemon. I just love the look, and that goes a long way. Entei definitely has a special place in my heart. I think he has such a cool design. Plus, I did really enjoy the third Pokemon movie, so there you go. Dorora shined in the last Pokemon movie, The Power of Us, and really introduced me to this Pokemon as a character. Plus, I think it's a really cool design, vibrant colors that really pop. I really enjoyed his arc in The Power of Us as well. Lapras, oh, such a lovable Pokemon with a beautiful, sleek design that helped us out throughout the Orange Islands. I just wish Lapras was a little bit more powerful. Pidgeotto was my OG fave bird Pokemon. I love Pidgeotto's cry. It is so good in the anime show. And honestly, I just think that the cry and the design are a little bit cooler than Pidgeot for me personally. And then finally, Blaziken. It's like firefighting chicken. What an awesome concept. Kicking off our official list, at number 15, I have Staraptor. My reigning straight-up bird Pokemon. I think Staraptor is such a badass. I love this Pokemon. First of all, the design is so cool and intimidating. It really looks like a genuinely scary bird of prey. And with that battle cry, but also it's super powerful and effective. Especially, you'll notice a trend. A lot of this is influenced by the anime, but I loved Staraptor in the anime. I thought it was so cool. And yeah, it's my current favorite bird Pokemon. At number 14, I have Infernape. I think this is one of the best designs for a fire starter's final evolution. Infernape is just so cool looking. Again, I think he was really cool in the anime, but I've also battled with Infernape and kind of like kept him on my team when I've started with Chimchar. He's so cool looking. He's so awesome. Another firefighting type as well, like Blaziken, but for me, he just has the edge. I think he's a little bit cooler than Blaziken, thus he makes the list. At number 13, I have Gyarados. Who does not love Gyarados? I mean, come on. This awesome, like, water dragon is amazing. And the fact that he comes out of Magikarp is even better. Gyarados just looks ferocious. That design is amazing and probably still one of Pokemon's, like, sleekest, coolest designs to date. Again, we got to see him a couple of times in the anime. I would say most notably for me, in the first Pokemon movie. Plus, of course, I've battled with Gyarados several times. He's an amazing Pokemon with some really great stats. So Gyarados really ticks off pretty much all of the boxes. I think he looks great. I have that connection with him from the show and the films. And I have a connection with him through using him. So, you go, Gyarados. At number 12, I have Greninja. I know, a little low on this list. Greninja. I don't quite have the affinity and love for Greninja as so many Poke fans do, but, I mean, come on. He was freaking awesome. I mean, he, like, synced and merged with Ash in the show. What? Plus, even outside of that, he was Ash's, like, best battle Pokemon ever. I mean, he was amazing. He was, like, one of Ash's best battling Pokemon ever. Plus, I think the design is really cool. It's kind of weird to have, like, a tongue scarf, but Greninja is really powerful, really efficient, and a sleek design. I think Greninja definitely deserves all of the love he gets. At number 11, I have Solgaleo. One of the latest legendary types. This is basically here off of design alone. I just think this design is so cool, and that design in and of itself has really pushed this Pokemon toward the upper tiers of my favoritism. Not quite top 10 level, because I haven't really had much experience with Solgaleo out of that, but what? I mean, look at it. Look at it! Don't judge me, this is my list. At number 10, I have Turtwig. I love Turtwig. Actually, I just love grass-type starters, as you'll start to see when we move up to the upper tiers of this rank. And Turtwig is no exception there. He is so cute, so determined, so fiery in his personality. I love Ash's Turtwig. What a feisty, awesome little guy. That's only hurt by the fact that he gets, like, less awesome as he evolves. But Turtwig himself is so good. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Torterra. Now, personally, I love Torterra on my own team as well, and that definitely helps Turtwig. But I also like keeping a little Turtwig around because I just think he's so cute. I love using him, and I'll always love Turtwig. At number 9, I have Mewtwo. The villain from the first film that has such an interesting storyline and concept behind him in comparison to all of these other Pokemon. Obviously, Mewtwo is like the OG badass of Pokemon and still ranks as one of the most powerful, awesome, epic Pokemon out there. First of all, the design is really cool, and I definitely think, his megas are a little bit not as cool as he is. I just think that sleek, streamlined look is awesome. Plus, he's one of the Pokemon who talks and speaks throughout the anime and films. There's not much more you can say about Mewtwo. He's awesome. At number 8, I have Mew. Remember when I said I like cute things? Yeah, Mew is so cute. Mew is kind of our first original mythical Pokemon, and what a wonderful one to start with. Now, Mew and Mewtwo are pretty close in my ranking. It's the cuteness, honestly, that bumps Mew up for me. Plus that little sound. Oh, so cute. I loved his role in the first film. He is powerful. He is adorable. He has status. I mean, come on. Mew has it all. At number 7, I have Lugia. Lugia is my favorite of the legendary Pokemons. First of all, I think the design is amazing. I do really like all of the Kanto birds, especially when we're just looking at designs. Plus, I am kind of like a first-gen lover. Yes, I'm old. I'm part of the old wave of Pokemon fans. Don't judge me. Lugia is powerful. I love Pokemon 2000, the movie, and that entire storyline with Lugia is great. Just everything about him exudes power, regalness, and it all just works. I think Lugia is awesome, and that's why he's all the way up at number 7. At number 6, I have Rowlet. I mean, come on. Look at this adorable frickin' little owl. Plus, he stays awesome as he evolves, which unfortunately is not a big trend with the grass type starters. Kind of get a little bit like wonky as they evolve, honestly. But Rowlet is so cute. He is so adorable. Of course I chose him as my starter. We've seen him in the anime, and I just love everything about him. He's like this cheerful, little, adorable ball that I love. Now I warned you, I love first gen, so don't get mad at me about this top 5. At number 5, I have Squirtle. First of all, this little water turtle. Come on. How cute can you get? Add on those little sunglasses, and I'm done. I'm just outdone. I don't know what to do with myself. I love the Squirtle Squad. I love Ash's Squirtle so much, and we had so much time, which is a rarity, I would say, in recent seasons, is his original, like, team. His core team just has come back and stuck with him for so long, and we love them, and I love them personally. Plus, as I mentioned earlier, he evolves into Blastoise, which is epic, and I love Blastoise. So yeah, Squirtle, he's the OG water starter, and he's still my fave of the water starters. I love him. So shout out to you, Totodile and Piplup. You're great too. At number 4, I have Charizard. The final evolution of adorable little Charmander. Now in the show, he's awesome. And I think that really helps Charizard be one of the overall favorites for so many of us Poke fans. First of all, just a classic orange fire dragon. Though, not dragon type, I don't know. Charizard just looks awesome. He looks intimidating. Obviously, I've used him so often in battle that I just love having a Charizard on my team if I can. His shiny form is epic and one of the best shinies in the entirety of Pokemon. As I said, I really enjoy the story arc of him and Ash on the anime. I think it works really well. He's another one that we've seen so much of throughout the entire show. He keeps getting brought back because we all love him. He's epic. That's it. He's epic. At number 3, I have Mimikyu. Right, he broke up this Kanto Love Fest. Lil Mimikyu busted his way in because, first of all, I think it's just such a cute design. And second of all, I am a sucker for like horror-y, tragic, sad type of origin stories. And that's exactly what Mimikyu is. I saw this short film that was made by a fan on YouTube that was so amazing and instantly made me fall in love with this little Pokemon. And honestly, I can relate. I mean, come on. I'll rather put on like a little Pikachu disguise as well, because ain't nobody choosing this. Ain't nobody choosing. We have like a Ryan Reynolds costume I can like try to shove over my body. Maybe then I can get somebody to pick me. I don't know. Probably not even then. But I relate to you, Mimikyu. We got each other. Honestly, what a cool concept. Plus, you get like a free hit because they like hit the design and you don't get touched. On first attack with Mimikyu, he's just awesome. Like, what a cool Pokemon. It speaks to both my black, dark heart and my love for cute things. At number 2, I have Bulbasaur. I have always loved Bulbasaur. This is my first ever starter. He's number 1 in the Pokedex and number 2 in my heart. First of all, I think his design is so cute. This little toad with this bulb on his back. I just wish Venusaur was cuter and didn't get grotesque. And I always started with Bulbasaur. Like, Bulbasaur is my man. He's my jam. And a big part of that probably does have to do with the anime. Ash's Bulbasaur was always one of my favorites, and I was so sad when he was left behind, but I thought it was for such a good cause and such a Bulbasaur-esque type of cause. Plus, I loved how he was acquired, and I thought that was a really great episode, watching him protect those little Pokemon. He didn't always win, but he took on some big foes. He still remains one of Ash's toughest, like, grittiest little fighters, and one of, like, the most brave Pokemon I think he's ever had. I love Bulbasaur. He's so tenacious. I love him in the games. I think he's adorable, and I absolutely loved him in the anime. So Bulbasaur will always hold a special place in my heart, and it would be really hard to knock him out of my top 2. I'm just saying it now. And at number 1, because I'm a basic, it's Pikachu. That's right. I know, grown probably across the board, but I love Pikachu. It's what I fell in love with right from the first episode of the anime. I love the character design. He is so unbelievably adorable that I don't even know what to do with myself looking at Pikachu. And I have an affinity for electric things. Favorite characters like across genres for me, especially like superheroes and stuff. The ones that can wield electricity tend to be my favorite, and Pikachu is right in character for me. I love Ash's Pikachu so much. Again, we get that wonderful character arc in the first season with him refusing to evolve, to Ash trying to give him away. Oh, Bye Bye Pikachu is another like rip my heart out episode of the anime. There's really defiant little personality that comes around. Plus, I just love their bond in general. The voice, that little Pikachu voice, oh, so good. I always have a Pikachu on my team. That's like I'm like on the hunt constantly for Pikachu. Now I also love Raichu, and I love a Alolan Raichu. They just can't quite live up to Pikachu himself. Oh, I can't get it up. And honestly, this little guy is what got me so into Pokemon. He's always been my favorite ever since I first bought my first pack of cards, bought my first Nintendo game, watched my first episode of the anime. I still love him to this day. He's one of my favorite pop culture figures across all properties. Pikachu it is. And I know that makes me a basic, but it is what it is. I love Pikachu. And he is definitely my number 1 favorite. So that's it. Those are my top 15 favorite Pokemon. What did you think of my list? And more importantly, who are your favorite Pokemon? Let me know your lists in the comment section down below, or you can hit me up on Twitter. Also, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. I love you all so much for your continued support. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!